Hello, this is Deb Joyce Meek from Delight of My Art. Welcome to Wednesday Mystery Stamping. I'm so glad that you're here. Today is extra special because we have a brand new holiday catalog and online exclusives and new kits and tons of new things to check out on the website. So you can see all of those products at stampinup.com, or if you'd like to shop with me, you can go to orderwithdeb.com. And Tina's mentioning my hair's down and lovely. Yeah, it's been a couple days since I showered, so it looks really nice right now. Isn't that silly? Anyway, we've got our directions here, and these are posted in our Facebook group and emailed to you on Mondays. And then if you are not on my email list yet, make sure that you join by going to email.orderwithdeb.com. And then we'll go ahead and put this off to the side. But here is the front of the new catalog, and we'll be sharing some new products today. I've been sneak peeking a bunch of stuff last week and everything too. So you've probably seen some things here and there. Let's go ahead and get down to the desktop here. All right, so I will put this off to the side so I can reference it, and we will get out our pieces. So this one, we're going to do a card base. We'll push off. Sneaky. Okay, this is our card base. This is shaded spruce, and it's 5.5 by 4.25, so it'll be long this way. So it's just a quarter sheet of cardstock, and that's going to be our base. So we don't even have to do anything with that. We will do something with our neutral piece, which is 6 by 4. Happy crafternoon. Yes, this up. I like that too. Happy crafternoon, everybody. All right, I'm going to take my trimmer out here, and this is our neutral piece. So this is, again, 6 by 4, and we're just going to take our trimmer and with the scoring blade, put the trimmer out of the way, park the dark, as we say, and we're going to put that in at 3 and at 1.5. Actually, you can flip it to do the 1.5 if you want to. So the 3 is right in the middle, so you can do it on either side. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to do 1.5. And as we make this, I do want this to be a little bit smaller than the 6 by 4 that we have. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this back in here and shave off the tiniest bit. So I see this is 4 inches. I'm just going to shave off, I don't know, the tiniest little bit. Is just going to lay a little nicer this way. And on the larger side, the open side here, we've got that score line here and here. You probably can't see that very well. On the bigger piece, I'm going to trim off, again, the tiniest bit. So over here at 6, I'm just going to scoot it a little bit to the right of the 6-inch line there and just take off the tiniest bit. Okay, so we can put that trimmer off to the side now, and I'll take out my bone folder here. We are going to fold this piece in half. And again, we did make the solid piece a little bit shorter, so that's looking just right here. And we want to burnish this really, really well because I want this to stay sort of flat once we attach it to things. So it's going to be a little bit of a zigzag. So there's the bigger piece right here, and it comes off the front in a little zigzag there. So I'm going to fold it open so I can burnish just this piece right here, because if I were to press that while it was closed like this, we might get a seam, a ghost of a seam right in the middle of our plain panel, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to press it while it's open over here, but I'm pressing it really hard. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. All right, and then I'll go ahead and press the back side there too. Okay, so that's laying pretty flat. Here's how it's looking right now. All right, so that's going to be one of our mechanisms there. Hello, Janet and DeSapo. We got Janine and Vesta and Sharon. Yes, this is going to be amazing. Vesta, you might actually pay special attention to this because I think you will find extra pleasure in our card today. Just wanted to put that out there, and you'll find out soon enough. All right, so here is the pieces that we're going to need. Okay, so I have a piece of coordinating cardstock. This is going to go along with the paper that I've chosen. So this piece is 3 by 4, so 3 inches wide by 4 inches tall. This piece actually, this piece is going to go on top of this. So that's why we kind of trimmed off a little bit around the edges there. We're just going to have that kind of cover that, but that is coming up. We're going to still collect some pieces here. We also have DSP number 1. We have 2 pieces, and this one is called and Tina has all of the names and everything. Elegant Pine Snowflakes. Isn't this pattern pretty? I love a black background. Isn't this gorgeous? It's just so pretty. And the other side has some pine branches that make snowflakes. So this whole pack is like this really cool thing. This is part of an online exclusives suite. However, I'm using a different bundle with this one for this card. Okay, so I have 2 pieces. These are 1 inch wide by 4 inches tall. We wanted 2 of these. These are going to go on the side here like this. We're not going to glue anything down yet. I'm just going to kind of place it where I want it to go. All right, so on this piece, which is going to go on top of this piece, we are going to have DSP number 2, which is 2 3/4 wide by 3 3/4 tall. And so I've chosen another piece from that same paper pack. Look at that. It's snowflakes, but again, it is made of pine branches. Really cool designs in this whole pack. So I'm going to put that here. But before I do that, I'm going to use the magic of camera. And I'm going to use something from this new bundle. This is from the online exclusives, Pine Tree Trimmings. It's this really cool bundle with a bunch of different trees. We love our tree sets, right? So this one is a nice inexpensive bundle because the die set is quite small, but it's got this nice tree die here. And also there are available tree shaker domes. Yes, so I wanted to play with this because that sounded like lots of fun. So I already cut out the center of this same piece here. And we're doing this on camera. I haven't done this yet, so I'm hoping that it works. And here's my middle piece, and that's a beautiful piece too. So I'm definitely going to be using this for another project. So let's take out our tree shaker dome. If you haven't played with shaker tree or with domes, we have a couple domes that we've come out with over the last couple of years, and I just want to show you how you can do that. So it usually has a matching punch or die, and then you would put it in, excuse me, into the background here. So we're going to just put that in here. We're only going to take off the backing from the front side. It has backing on both sides, so it's sticky on both sides, but only do one side at a time. So we're going to take the front. Now it's sticky on the front side around the edges, and we're just going to place it in here. So I'm going to put this, I want this side up, right? So let's go ahead and turn it over and maybe just kind of drop it in. I don't know the best way to do this yet. We'll figure it out. Maybe I want to drop it over the front. Let's do that. Then I can kind of see what I'm doing, right? Yes, drop it over the front. All right, so here is our shaker tree dome. That's quite high, so it's going to be a little bit harder to mail something like this, but it's definitely going to be a wow in person. And you can mail this stuff if you get the non-machinable stamp postage stamps. They think they're over $1, but then they won't run it through the machine and it's not going to smush anything. Excuse me. I hope I don't start coughing because that means that I'm catching my son's cold and he's been sick for 2 weeks. So no, thank you. All right, we've got gold shaker stars and these are new. There's really a lot of fun. Look how shiny they are. There's lots of fun shapes. There's open stars, there's teeny tiny stars, there's regular stars. They're just, and this container is pretty big. So I am going to add some shaker stars here, and I just need a backing piece of paper for the inside here. So in part of this stamp set, I had a bunch of different things to choose from. I actually chose these words here to go in the middle. So we're going to have some shakers, and it says from our house to yours, and then we'll have those little shaker stars in there. So I'm going to look at this. I think I've lined it up to where I want it. So if it's even on the back, it looks pretty good from the front, and that gives me confidence to add this from the back side. All right, so let's go ahead and add our, before I take any of this backing off, I'm going to add some stars. That's one little pinch, two little pinch. There's a ton in here. I'm going to do three, like just mini pinches. This is going to be kind of a good amount of this. This will be plenty. We'll see if this looks, like I said, I haven't done this yet, so we'll see if this is too much or not enough. We'll work together. Okay, so there we go. And this is a pretty deep well too. Maybe this is too much. I want it to kind of sit low enough to be able to see everything. We'll try it out. Okay, so I'm gonna put the lid on before I start slinging stars everywhere. Hello, Anne. All right, so I'm gonna take this backing off carefully. And what I had suggested in my class, and I failed to do for myself, is sometimes this backing can be tricky, especially since there's a plastic layer between the paper and the backing here. And so as you're trying to pick off the sticky part, you're kind of catching on the shaker part. So I told my class last month to give it a start and then just push it back down. So you have a start peeled off of one edge, so you don't have to fuss with it with this in there and kind of, fling it on accident. I've got it. I've got it. Okay, good. All right, so here is this backing now. Now it is sticky, so I'm just going to lay this piece. Here it is. And it should work out just perfectly if I lay it evenly on there. It's nice to dry fit that. Oh, that looks pretty good. From our house to yours. I think I could have gone with less. So it looks like from our house. But they'll be able to figure it out if they do some maneuvering. Yeah, I didn't even need that much. Maybe 2 pinches. Okay, so we'll just add this flat to this piece then. Yes, Deborah, good tip. If I swipe this with my embossing buddy on the inside, you see this star that's sticking to the inside here, that will stop the static. And so that would have been a good tip to do as well. Thank you, Deborah. All right, let's go ahead and add this piece to our coordinating cardstock piece. So this is just all extra. Most of the time you're just going to be adding, your coordinating cardstock, your designer series paper, and then maybe decorating this piece with a label or a die cut or something like that. So now we can go ahead and start gluing stuff together. But I do want to do some stamping on here. I wanted to fold it before I did any stamping because I wanted to be able to center things too. So I do have a stamp here. I usually don't do stamping on camera just to save time, but I've got sending Christmas wishes right here. I'm just going to do that in red on here because this is going to go right here. And I want that greeting right there in the center. So let's go ahead and add that. I'm doing red because red is an accent here in this paper, and then we did the red words here. Pardon my hair in the way. Okay, and I'm gonna put this away before I dip my elbow in it. Let's go ahead and put this on. Hello, Linda. I just texted you not too long ago. I don't know if you saw it. I haven't checked my phone yet, so. All right, so I'm gonna put these designer series papers. This was DSP number 1, the 1x4" strips on both sides here, like this. Okay, so there's that. And then we're going to put this piece in, make sure that the opening piece is on the left there, like this, and we're just going to add glue to this big back section. Okay, just like so. Again, this might look a little bit smaller than what this piece is going to be, just because we wanted that to kind of fit on there really nicely. And so now this piece is just going to go on this little half piece. So don't add glue to the back of this, just add glue to this piece. So we're just going to add it to this little front flap right here. like so. And we're just gonna smoosh everything flat. This is why I'm using liquid glue so that that fits just nicely there. And for some reason, this looks smaller than my other ones. It still looks good. All right. So we've got our shaker card from our house to yours. Too many shakers. And then you can open it, sending Christmas wishes. So this is card number 1, and I should have used my static tool. That would have been great. So here is card number 1, using again that pine tree trimmings. That's a new bundle, and then the elegant pine snowflakes. Tina will have all of the information in our chat here. Oops. And I clicked a button and there's my face. And then here's card number 2, using the beautiful pumpkins. I love this set. It's beautiful. This one's another one that's online exclusives. I love our online exclusives. If you aren't checking online, you're missing out on a whole ton of really cute stuff, but we have a whole new catalog too. So I put a stamp on that folded bit there to kind of be like a secret little extra stamped image. And I love these viney leaves. So there's number 2. And then we have card number 3 right here. This one is using the traditional labels and the Christmas greenery. This is one of the mega sweets. This is the one that's on the cover of the catalog, this whole mega suite of paper and everything. So it's got gold in the paper. So regal. Love it. And then I used this embossing folder here. I forgot to tell Tina about this one, but this is part of that bird, the blues and the bird set. Anyway, we've got some pretty here. I've got some more stamping secretly on the inside here. And there we have it. And the reason that I wanted to show this card is because Vesta sent me a beautiful card in the mail, and I so appreciate having people send me things. And this was so fun because it was a fun fold, and I don't think that I had done this one. So I think that this is called a center Z fold card. I could be wrong. Let me know if you think that I'm right or if there's another name for it. But I loved this. So thank you so much, Vesta. And I actually got a card from Muslim yesterday, so I might be using her card at some point in the future too. So thank you so much, you guys, for the inspiration. I really appreciate that. And here is our cards that you can vote your favorite on. I've got some votes coming in. It looks like we've got votes for the pumpkin, number 2, number 3. We've got all of them. So thank you so much again for watching. I appreciate all of you. Again, go ahead and check out all of the new stuff online at orderwithdeb.com. You can see all the fun new stuff there. And I appreciate every single time that you come and watch a video with me, hang out with me, do some comments here, and any order that you place with me is absolutely appreciated. So I thank you again for watching. We've got some more votes coming in. Number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2. All right, number 2 is a hot one. I think I'm going to be doing a flash class or something with this bundle. It's going to be something. I was going to do a bingo, and I'm not sure. I've got to kind of rework things. I'm overthinking things, but we definitely have to use this one. It's so cute. Anyway, thank you again for watching, and I will see you later. Bye, guys.